DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade finally makes his way over to Showtime on the PBC roster. Blessed love and blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fighting. This is Real Life Boxing. Like I said, DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade, the longtime WBO middleweight champion, undefeated, now super middleweight, moves over to Showtime and PBC to make some noise. Hey, before we get into it, best double jab straight down the pipe with the left hook behind it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. Put the left hook behind it and share the video, please, and thank you. Big news now. I actually knew about this before the presser yesterday. I knew about this for like almost a week and a half now, that DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade was fighting on Showtime and on the PBC. You know what I mean? Hometown fighter, local fighter. So shout out to DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade. I was gonna drop it in breaking news, but I figured, hey, let me not tweet my own horn. Let me not toot my own horn. I'm gonna wait until the news drops because, you know what I mean? We're not really gonna do that. I could have came out with breaking news. I hadn't seen any other content creators putting it out, so I could have done it. But I ain't get around to it, and I said, nah, you know what? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna rush it. It's okay. So that's where we at with it. And shout out to another hometown fighter, Speedy Rashidi Ellis, who has made his way onto the Gervonta Davis Hector Garcia card as well. Star-studded lineup: DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade, Speedy Rashidi Ellis, Jerome Boots Ennis, all on the undercard for Gervonta Davis versus Hector Garcia, and I'm loving it. We know Boo Boo Andrade, he been over at the Zone for years, made some bad, alleged some bad business deals in the past, but you know what I'm saying, rebounded from that, got a deal with Eddie Hearn, which he was able to secure some bread for his family. Just couldn't secure the big fights that he was looking for with Eddie Hearn, such as Canelo Alvarez, such as Triple G, even was trying to get Jamal Charlo, you know what I'm saying? But those guys, Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, was on the Zone. So when DEMETRIUS Andrade went over to the Zone, I'm sure we were all like, word, he's gonna get these fights now, you know what I'm saying? Eddie's bringing him over there to see if he can get the fight with Canelo Alvarez, to get the fight with Triple G, but those fights still never happened. So now he's on the PBC side of the street, the Showtime side of the street, the Fox side of the street, where all those other guys are now. Jamal Charlo, Canelo Alvarez fought Caleb Plant over there, David Benavidez, Jamal, Caleb Plant, all those guys are over there now, you know what I'm saying? And DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade, he's already making noise and he's already calling out those guys. At the press conference yesterday, said how he wants Jamal. Jamal is, you know what I'm saying, that's his time, that's his era. He definitely wants to get in there with both Charlos. He said it don't even matter. I want both of them, you know what I'm saying? He wants the David Benavidez's, he wants the Caleb Plant. So I think that DEMETRIUS Andrade is a huge addition to the PBC lineup in that 168-pound division. That's turning out to be looking like a pretty stacked division. Canelo Alvarez, Dave Morrell, and a whole host of other cats. So shout out to DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade for making that jump, and he's taking on a gamed opponent too. You know what I'm saying? His opponent, I think he went the distance with who? With Benavidez. Yeah, I think so. He went the distance with one of those heavy punchers up at the weight class. So you know what I mean? He's going to take on DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade, and DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade promises to give a good showing for his debut on Showtime. You know what I'm saying? He fought on Showtime earlier on in his career, but you know what I'm saying, his debut on Showtime now. So like I said, shout out to DEMETRIUS Andrade, the hometown guy. I was at some fights with him the other day. He was cornering some of his younger fighters. I was cornering some of my younger fighters, and we got to chop it up for a little bit. So shout out to DEMETRIUS Boo Boo Andrade. Shout out to Speedy Rashidi Ellis. I'm gonna be doing my own separate video on Rashidi, but I wanted to get shout out both of them in this video. So shout out to those two great fighters and great young men. You know what I mean? Real happy for them. You know what I'm saying? Real happy for their team, real happy for their trainers. Alex Rivera, Speedy Rashida's trainer, you know, one of the trainers that I look up to in the city, real good guy. You know, DEMETRIUS, ANDRADE's trainer. Young cat, been putting in work for years. And it's not easy, you know what I'm saying? As a trainer, it's not easy as well. So shout out to both of those guys and their teams. Looking to be making noise on PBC. We'd like to see, you know, Rashidi, he's a welterweight, so we like to see him get up in the talks with Boots. And you know, this is the younger welterweight generation right here. The younger welterweight generation. They're gonna be the Errol Spencers and the Keith Thurmans, and the Terrence Crawfords, and the Sean Porters and the Danny Garcias. You know what I'm saying, of their generation in years to come. So you guys tell me what y'all think about it. I'm amped about it. I'm psyched about it. Until then, hey, leave y'all comments, please, and thank you. Give the video a like. Super thanks is live. Until then, keep fighting your fight and protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's Coach Fight. It's real life boxing.